Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores 2+. So last week, we got to go up to the northern half of Mount Kirk and saw all of it. So now we basically covered all of the maps and, well, all the weapons minus the Expo, but the Expo is kind of terrible, so we're not going to cover that. But we basically got everything shown off. I just need to grind more points up, and then we can start going after the Allosaurs. So I'm thinking maybe, I don't know what episode this is. I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 more. I'll have to see how this one goes, because, like, I don't know if I'll be able to do the Allosaurs on Mount Kirk, just because of how many points you need just for those. But I'll try and see. Oh, okay, there we go. I guess there's a little bit of an audio issue if you do pick options here or there. So, I want to take the double barrel, I want to take the rifle, and I think I even want to take... Okay, no, see, I'm thinking maybe about going for Ceratosaurs on Mount Kirk. My thinking is, if we can get up to the northern end of the map, then this would be pretty effective for having a lot of nice line of sight and being able to do the crouch down, shoot up method I was trying. So everything looks pretty good. We'll see how this goes for a Hunter 2. If it does, as has been the case, really take me down and a lot of them get me killed, and I can't, like, get any successful hunts in or down any of them, I'll change things up a bit. You can also tell this is my first recording session of the day because I am not warmed up at all for this and stumbling already. But everything looks good, so we'll hop in and get to a new hunt. Okay, we're all loaded in here. Oh, we're loaded in, but we're actually in the very... I did not realize you could actually spawn up in here. I thought you always had to spawn in the south. So there's at least 2 spawn locations for Mount Kirk then. And this is actually exactly where I'd kind of want to be with going after the Ceratosaurs more. Because this is, like, great line of sight, generally quite flat and open. So I don't think I'll have to run into too many troubles of, like, getting the angling right. But yeah, so apparently you can either start north or south end. It's just luck of the draw, and... Okay, the wind ambience is going to be a little... Yeah, I'm going to be a bit jumpy around here, just as I get a little bit more used to things. Yes, that's actually quite surprised that it's been a coin flip every time, and I've just managed by luck to have spawned in the south end both times when I was trying to showcase it. See, I thought this was like a... Was it Carnivores Triassic where it always had them, like, the spawn location centered around a certain spot? I feel like the Gates of Dawn always had it where you would spawn in the very, like, northwestern area, and then have to go through the gate and everything there. And then I think the final map had it so you would spawn around, like, the gate in the southwestern spot. So... yeah, that's good to know that you can actually get spawns in both north and south ends. Oh, do I try? I'm going to try some calls and see. Oh, didn't actually get a reply from anything. I wonder if this area is actually just going to be completely empty and they've all spawned in other areas. Like, aside from the ambient animals, it is basically an empty wasteland up here. I think the double barrel will be my best bet for trying for... Oh yeah, like, this is completely flat. Like, I could try doing Rex hunting on on Kirk. I'm getting the mounts confused. I could try Rex hunting if I get lucky and spawn up in this end of the map. Because, like, this is perfect for just trying to get proper, precise shooting in. Ew. Yeah, we got him there. Okay. There we go. Okay, so first Ceratosaurs, and yeah, this is prime territory to hunt these guys. I'll see if I can get lucky and get a few more. But it looks like I don't have to let it get right on top of me either. Just Okay, no, nothing else around us. I just got, again, a little paranoid. I can get a little bit at angled shot with the double barrels, so that will help too. But we'll let that guy snooze here. And see about just kind of sticking more to the trail, because I don't know if we'd have any others around here. Okay, it sounds like we got another one up this way. So I think using the rifle to soften them up a bit is going to be a good call. Depending on if I can catch them in their idle animations, I think it would work very well. It'd be very helpful as well. But yeah, Carnivores 2 Plus I'll be wrapping up in a few weeks or so. And then I gotta figure out what I want to do for the next Carnivores entry. Like, I'll probably put out a poll, because, again, using the community tab, it's very nice to just have that option up for you guys to vote, and much easier to get the feedback in than if people don't want to comment, they don't have to. So I'll see what I'll do. I'm leaning probably to going back to, like, DLCs for mods, more so than, like, Carnivores Migration or the Carnivores Extended Canon. Reason being, Migration is basically just like a reskin mod of itself, and since this is, like, we've been hunting this roster for the most part already, I don't think the weapons would be that new or different to use. I thought I had heard a Ceratosaurs reply from this way when we put it out. But yeah, so that's why I don't know if I would... Oh, there we go, there's one. Ah, shoot, I was hoping... Okay, double barrel at the ready. There we go. And anybody else coming in with all the shots going out? Doesn't look like it. I think we're okay. So yeah, so there's another Cerato taken down. I don't know if I actually got the mortal zone of it, or I just pumped out enough shots with the rifle. But speaking of rifle, I'm out of that now, so we'll just be down to double barrel. Maybe I'll try getting one more, and then we'll head back to the menu with it. It's like I do have a lot of rounds still to go in this sucker. Okay, I thought I heard, I guess, my footprints, or footsteps. But yeah, I'm kind of leaning, again, to the DLCs for mods, just because then the animal variety and that changes up quite a bit again. It will be back to familiar weapons that I've used before, but I think enough time has probably passed that they'll feel a bit different than, like, the base roster of weapons we have here in Carnivores 2 Plus. And I think that's a bit more variety would be helpful for Carnivores, because, like, I'm trying to think of all the mods I have done recently. Like, Carnivores World, I can't remember if I had a Carnivore series going with that, or I used that as its own series. But, like, the Extended Canon mod that... Oh, crud. Okay, I don't think I can deal with two of them at the same time. So that's a bit problematic. Oh, one ran off. I don't know why it ran off. That's bizarre. Yeah, that is weird, because the wind wasn't really in... What the heck? Like, that's both of them running off now. The only thing they could have picked me up was by visual, but... I guess maybe because I have the... aggressivity low enough? Okay, well that's, I guess, out of pistol range, because they... not even caring about the gunshots. Ah, crap, they're both there. I was hoping they would have both split up a bit more. Okay, so I've got one more round. Oh, no, looks like they're both going to go running off, although they might have split for how I wanted them to. Okay, there's a bit of blood from the one. But I think I can tackle this one a bit better here. Oh, I got it off, but not in Mortal Zone. I got too greedy and should have just taken the ones I'd gotten. So we'll return to the menu. That's probably the biggest aspect I wish could be changed, was that it was more like the Hunter series, where you can take down an animal, claim it, and even if you do die or get hurt or something happens to interrupt your hunt, you can still get the points for it. That's the biggest problem I have with Carnivores, because it can be so much done, and then completely thrown out the window for what you have point-wise. I think we'll head in again, try to see where it spawns us on Kirk again. Maybe I'll even try knocking it down a little bit, so that way it's more... a little bit more favorable for myself. Just go after Spinosaurs and Allosaurs this time. Keep the double barrel, keep the rifle, pistol, everything should be good there. It's basically just trying to figure out what's going to be the most fun way of grinding these last points up before we go after them. Because, yeah, all I really have left is the Amargasaurus. I guess I don't need to do it on Mount Kirk. I usually like to try to tie the final map and final animal together, but I gotta admit, 1,700 points for the two is a lot when you're, like, lucky to farm 15 at a time per Spino. But we'll hop in, do some more hunting, and see how we do on this second attempt. Okay, so we're all loaded in again, and surprisingly, we're up in the north end again. I guess it really is just a lot of luck of the draw of which end you kind of wind up in. So with the Allos and the Spinos selected, this should be a much easier time out and about hunting. At least the Spinos have more mortal zones to try to hit, so I think they should be easier taking down than the Ceratosaurs usually are. But we'll just go about and see what we can find as we explore and roam. But yeah, I'll have the poll options for... Oh, what is that? That's an Allosaur? Yeah, that already is. Perfect. I'll have the poll options up for the different Carnivore series or stuff I might tackle. Probably either this week after this episode goes up or next week after that episode. I'll have it sometime soon. But yeah, the Extended Canon mod, I might take a peek at it, but just with how unstable it is, having to run in software mode, not really having consistency to what you might be able to see or hunt, and the models aren't the most... I guess there is some variety in the models, but a lot of them are just like base manipulations to the regular roster. Yeah, I guess we'll have to catch up to the Allosaurus. I was hoping maybe I could just get him with a nice easy rifle shot. Seems like he's going off for a good distance, though. But yeah, so I might take a peek, like maybe 1 or 2 videos of the Extended Canon mod, see how it is, but because my channel is smaller, that impacts a few things. The first one is, well, the visual quality, which is... I shouldn't say it's the first one, because like that's the main issue I have. I'd have to run it only in software mode, so graphic-wise it's not exactly going to stand up too well, I don't think. As well as that, there's also how YouTube compresses the videos to go on their site. The most common video codec, I believe, is VP9, which is usually given to, I think it's channels that either have 10,000 subs, or video reaches so many views in a certain amount of time, or if if the videos have a certain resolution size to them. Unfortunately, I fail on all 3 accounts, so I am stuck with the AVC1, I believe. And that is a rather poor video codec. Like, you definitely see a bit more like noise to the videos that I do. It's kind of like where a lot of the pixelation seems to like blur in that and comes... just not really the best viewing experience. I don't know how, but I've lucked out on a couple of videos getting the VP9, and it makes me really wish I could just... There were more milestones in place so you could hit these goals or get these things for your channel more easily. Like, I can't really record in any higher resolution, because... Oh, well, not the Allosaurus, I don't actually know where that went, but we could try for the Spino here. Dang, now these guys are all running off, and I'm surprised at that. You know what? I'm going to actually run after him. I did get at least one shot to land, because I can see the blood trail up there. But yeah, I do not know why everybody wants to be running away today. You know, I'll be ready with the double barrel just in case he hasn't gone too far. Can't really tell with it getting more hilly and up into the... sort of, I guess it's not really mountain, but more ridges and a bit of the bluffs up here. And try to go so I have some distance away. Okay, well, there's our Allosaurus, or another Allosaurus. Probably not the same one from before. And the Spino, it was up here. I wonder if it's gone towards kind of the same direction this Allo is. Well, let's try and get up and then see about this. Oh, is that 2 Allosaurs? Okay, well, unfortunately the other one has gone running off, but we at least got our first dino the second try. And I'm going to have the double barrel at the ready. Just try to figure out where this Spinosaurus went off to. Okay, it sound... Now, there's blood here, which makes me think it kept going that way, but the call I got, or reply, I think was up this way more. Let me head up here and try to see. Oh, no, maybe it was over this way. I just heard it again. So I'm getting turned around by some of these calls. Okay, I've gotten 1 Allosaur so far. Try to get at least 1 Spino, at least that's a little bit back in. I do also have to do maybe a week or 2 of just trophy hunting, where the tranquilizers are turned off and just getting every animal. Just so that way when it does come to the finale, we can actually show off the trophy room with some stuff in it. Oh, here's a Spino. Oh. Okay, there you're down. And I don't know if that caused the other one to go running off or not. Okay, I think it caused the other one to flee, so it didn't come after us. Kind of good and bad. Good because I can actually prepare for it, but bad because I have to go after it. But yeah, we'll go see if we can get this other one. And it's not going to be a lot of points in, but I mean, I'll take whatever I can get. This is actually an area we haven't really gotten into on the map yet either. I don't think I've come down to the odd lake from the north side. We came up from the south when we were exploring the scrubland, but not quite from up this way. No reply back from that. And yeah, double barrel is selected at the ready, just in case. Oh, there you are. Oh, actually got you before I needed to bring out the double barrel. Okay. So that's another Spinosaurus taken down. I think I'll try to... I'd like to try to get maybe another Allosaurus or another Spinosaurus. 1 more dinosaur. Just try to make up for, again, the Strato hunt failing. That's one of the reasons why it can be a bit hard to film point grinding in Carnivores. It's because it's basically to ensure you keep getting points up. It's go in, hunt one, leave. Go in, hunt one, leave. Just on repeat to get stuff coming in. I don't think Carnivores 2 Plus really has a great farm, or a great grind animal like, say, the Therizinosaurus was in Carnivores Plus. Where because of the animation, which is amazing to actually, like, watch and play the game to see it, makes hunting them pretty easy to get the mortal zones on the stomach. These guys don't give you any openings like that, so it's a lot more difficult to try to get a consistent... Well, I shouldn't say consistent for everybody, more because of my skill level. It's hard to keep consistency and get them down. See, I'll have to try to see how this will go, and then I'll put the poll up sooner or later about what we'll do next. I'm thinking maybe Triassic DLC, Mandibles DLC, maybe Migration, but I think I might want to steer away just because, again, we've hunted a lot of the roster already that would probably be in it. It's just that these are going to be like recolors or reskins of them, so not the most exciting or varied. Yeah, so I'll add that up for you guys, something else to go through too. I think it's... Although the community tab I don't think has helped pull in a lot of people, I think it's definitely been helpful for letting me connect a bit more easily to you guys who are here viewing and watching with the channel. Because it, again, lets you vote and poll for whatever options you might like to see more easily. And hopefully this guy didn't go running off too far here. I'd like to try to pull him in towards us. Okay, you know what? Let me switch to the double barrel just in case he does come up over one of the ridges. Oh, no, he's going to basically just be calm and trotting along. Yeah, okay, let's see if we can get this guy and then we'll be good to wrap up. Looks like he's also going to get himself stuck in the Little Eden Valley. Or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, double barrel's handy at the ready. And let's go pop this guy. I don't know if we'll actually find anybody else in here or not. Okay, and just a quick look around. And maybe since I'm here, you know what, let me just pop the last one so I got, yeah, both barrels loaded. See, I don't know if we'll find anybody in here or not. It's actually been a little sparse for dinosaur life up in the northern end. The scrubland, I don't know if the, like, all the bush and foliage and that would help hide us as well. I kind of feel it wouldn't since we can walk right through it. It's not like a physical object. But yeah, it really makes you wish we had, like, just a proper modern dinosaur hunting game where you had stuff like camouflaging using the foliage and terrain and stuff like that. Prehistoric Hunt, it could get up there. It's still going through updates and that. Has been a little slow and quiet for... Oh, actually, we got another opportunity here. So I think it's the only animal in this area, so we'll try to get him. Yeah, so let's... Yeah, we'll have to use the pistol to bring him in towards us more than likely. Oh, there we go. Yeah, he was stuck swimming, so that's why he was so slow coming towards us. But I'll definitely take that easy one, so we'll head back and see how we're doing for points now. That was probably one of our more productive episodes. Okay, so we're back in point menu, and yeah, we've jumped up to 1430, so I think if I can do something where, even if we go back to the Ancient Coast and I turn Tranks off, I can try and look at getting a nice amount of points just from, like, the entire roster selected, really. Maybe even do Object 012, because I'm trying to think of what's been, like, a really good flat one. Ancient Coast might be our best bet, because, again, it's so flat, more open. be good just to get a lot of dinosaurs in with Trophy Hunt, and then that'll build us up towards the Amargasaurus. And I could even try going after the Amargasaurus. Let me see, turn those. Yeah, so I actually could try if I really wanted to, but I don't think I will yet. We'll save that for coming up. But thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Carnivores 2 Plus. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to comments right down below. Until I see you in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.